Today, Lisa Davis, owner of Hemisphere Wine Bar, talks about her journey to create one of downtown Murfreesboro's hottest spots. Melissa Cross from Habitat for Humanity shares how they're helping the community and reflects on President Jimmy Carter's legacy. We'll introduce a new pet of the week, share local events, and offer more chances to win great prizes. It's all ahead on Good Morning Murfreesboro for Friday, January 17th, 2025.
Good morning, Murfreesboro. I'm Lance Chandler.
And I'm Rachel Albertson. Welcome to another week of Good Morning Murfreesboro.
Absolutely. We're so excited to be here again this week.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a great show, don't we? But guess what? We survived the snowpocalypse, guys.
There might be another one coming. Last night when I was looking, I saw the little snowflake for next week.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
My wife loves it. She works for Rutherford County Schools, so she's like, snow day, snow day, snow day.
I still have snow in my back area. So.
We do too, along our fence line. It's hanging out there, and my grandma always has said, the snow's laying, waiting on another one.
So yeah, it seems like that's going to be what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. I like a good snow day. I think we need a couple in Tennessee. We don't get them that often.
Yeah, at least once a year.
Absolutely, yeah.
So lots of things going on in your life.
Yeah. So it's been a pretty busy week. I feel like January has been the longest January. I think a lot of people feel that way with me. I told one of my friends yesterday. I said I'm on day 8 of this week.
I feel you.
It always feels like that in January because you're so busy, right, through the holidays, and you're out there with your friends, your family, and then all of it just stops. So when you get to January, it just feels like it goes on forever and ever. So next week we'll be on day 65 of January.
Well, I'll be happy to get into February because it just means I'm closer to the warm weather and the beach.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm ready for spring. I'm a yard nut. I love my grass, and so I'm just ready to get out there and have my first mow of the year.
I don't even know what to say to that. First mow of the year.
I'm ready for it. I'm fired up. So all my yard people out there, get fired up with me. We have a lot of national events that are going on this month. The first national event we like to talk about is National Blood Donor Month. So if you'd like to donate blood, this is the month to do it in. Really, you should donate any month because it does help save lives. But that is a good thing to be a part of this month.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's National Soup Month, and soups are my favorite. There's nothing like coming home and have that crock-potty warm smell.
What's your favorite?
Chicken noodle soup. How about you?
I really like the chicken gnocchi soup from Olive Garden. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Give me some breadsticks, just keep them coming. And get that endless soup bowl. Let me tell you. And then we also have on Monday, it's a big day for America, Inauguration Day with Donald Trump, who'll be the 47th president again. Yeah.
Yep. And also on that day, we're celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, such a great holiday. That'll be a day to remember for sure.
And there's some celebrity birthdays today.
We do have celebrity birthdays.
We're going to start with happy birthday, Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, and then we have Jake Paul, who's actually turning 28.
Only 28. Wow. Okay. For whatever reason, I thought he was a little older.
Do you know who Jake Paul is?
Probably not. Not who I thought. Who is Jake Paul, real quick?
Yeah, he is a YouTuber that decided he was going to be a boxer. And he had a big fight with Mike Tyson not too long ago and won. And everybody thinks he rigs all his fights, but that's a controversy. Comment below if you think he rigs fights as well. But we'll see.
That's another sports thing.
I know, right?
I don't sports. I will root for whoever I'm supposed to, but I don't, Anyway,
okay.
Also, happy birthday to Michelle Obama.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also have sponsors we need to thank. We have Superior Overhead Doors,
Titan Media Works,
InfoRoad Social Media,
615 Insurance,
Achieve Entrepreneur Center,
Murfreesboro Pulse, of course, and congratulations on their 20th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Well, if you think there's nothing to do in Murfreesboro, you're not looking hard enough, and you're definitely not checking out all the stuff below in our comments.
Absolutely. If you like MTSU, if you're from here, you should like MTSU. The Blue Raiders men's basketball team will be on the court again tomorrow against Western Kentucky. So big rivalry game right there. So heated moments. It starts at 6 p.m. and it should be a really good game. It always is. And then the Lady Raiders will also be hosting the Sam Houston State Bearcats next Thursday, January 23rd. So that game will start at 6:30. You can get out there and support and show your team what you got out there on the court, and talk to and I got jumbled up, and you can get out there and support your team.
Right.
Fantastic.
Right. Today through Sunday, January 19th, the Southeastern Nashville Home Show is going to be at the Tennessee Miller Coliseum. 3 days of exhibits, live demonstrations, and much more. When you're there, you can meet with local vendors, enjoy free samples and giveaways, and get big savings on all your home improvement needs.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Saturday on the 18th, we have the Best Night Ever Daddy-Daughter Dance charity event at the Fountains. It's a fun-filled event with photo booths. There's Barbie, there's Disney princesses, there's Miss Tennessee, DJ Swifty, not Taylor Swift, but DJ Swifty, and a few more exciting surprises. This event will benefit the Mechanics on a Mission, a fantastic organization that provides free cars for people in need.
Also on Saturday, January 18th, you can help solve the death of Diamond Devereaux.
Ooh.
It's a murder mystery party, and it will be at Oakland Mansions. It is a free event, but you do need to sign up, and we'll have that information down below.
Yeah, the murder mystery stuff is always a fun thing to do. My wife loves that as well, and we had a good time at the last one this organization did. But on Monday, we have a very exciting day. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so we're remembering that with a Dr. Martin Luther King March honoring the life and legacy of Dr. King. This event begins at 11 at Central Magnet School with a registration, fellowship, and refreshments there. And then you'll march at noon, and it'll be ending up at Patterson Park, where the community will rally together and they'll do a Dr. King speech rendition.
All right. Well, all the information about these events are going to be available in the comments below. And in just a minute, we'll be back with our first guest, Lisa Davis.
Welcome back. Our first guest today is Lisa Davis. She's the owner of Hemisphere Wine Bar. Welcome, Lisa, and thank you so much for letting us use your space for our show.
Anytime. Thank you.
We are very excited. We love the atmosphere and the vibe here.
Yeah, it's beautiful in here too. Beautiful. You've done a great job with the place, and it just looks amazing, and it is a really good vibe.
Thank you. That's what I was trying for.
Well, you did a great job. You nailed it.
Yes.
Since you're a newer business to Murfreesboro, why don't you tell us what the wine bar is?
Okay, so we wanted to bring wine to Murfreesboro because there's not any wine bars per se. There's a lot of great restaurants in town that serve wine. So what we wanted to do was bring the world of wine to Murfreesboro. That's why we have different hemispheres quarterly of different wines all over the world. This hemisphere that we're in right now is Northwestern, so that's Sonoma, or you could say California, because there's a lot of great areas in California. And then also Oregon and Washington.
Yes.
We will be changing hemispheres to the Southwestern Hemisphere mid-February.
Okay.
This one will probably be a little shorter than a quarter, because the very next one is our favorite, and that will have a lot of French and Italian wines.
Oh, nice. Why is it your favorite? Because of the French and Italian wines, or is there a difference in that?
My favorite is champagne.
Okay.
So champagne.
Me too.
Champagne is in France.
Yeah.
So and I love dark red wines, and so Bordeaux has a lot of great wines too. So
you have a lot of wine knowledge, but it takes a lot of knowledge to get into this. How did you come up with the idea for having a wine bar that moved from section to section of the country or the world?
Well, we at first wanted to do a tasting, and we would have like one room was Northwestern, and another room was Southwestern, and going through all of the hemispheres. But we couldn't find a place that we liked a lot. So this place came available, and we just decided, hey, let's just do it as a bar instead of a tasting room. Yeah. And share light bites. Yeah. We've got some great pizzas as well. And not necessarily do pairings, but we do suggest what to have with our light bites that we have. And then we wanted to have a lounging area. So the ladies, but a lot of men like to sit out here as well. We have a chessboard game that everybody loves to play. We have other little card games for group wise. And we have a lot of couples groups that come over here and they sit. And then we take reservations, and we have a lot of people reserving this area.
Yeah,
That's pretty
that's
cool.
really awesome.
So what days of the week are you open and what hours?
Okay, so typically most people around the square are closed on Sundays and Mondays. So we decided we'd be open those days because we've been up here a lot and there's not a very large selection. So we are open Thursday through Monday.
Nice.
Our Thursday and Monday hours are 3 to 9. Friday, 3 to 10. Saturday, we are 2 to 10. And Sunday, we are 11 to 6:30.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's
Variety of hours.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
They can find that online. I'm sure it's
Yes,
posted.
it's
yeah.
online.
Yeah.
We have social media. We have Instagram and Facebook. And then we also have our website.
Oh, fantastic. So tell me a little bit about, like, I'm a first-time person here. I don't know what to expect. What's it like? Like, what foods can I order when I come here? We have different wine selections. Like, if I'm a red wine person, white wine person, maybe I like a rose. Like I don't even know if I'm using the right terms. I'm not too much of a whiny. But, what is that experience like? What do you guys have in that process?
Okay, so we tried to make it easy for everybody. We have several pages, but it's self-explanatory. We have wine flights, and this way you can sample 4 different types. We have it scheduled, as white, mixed, red, and our specialty ones.
Gotcha.
And then you can also get these by the glass or by the bottle. And then we have our Hemispheres wines listed along with our specialty ones. And then we have light bites. And that's typically right now bacon wrapped dates. We have a large charcuterie board. We have paninis. We have pizza, as I was saying earlier. We have hummuses. We have 3 different types of hummus. And then we have pimento cheese spread as well.
Nice.
We have amazing desserts. They are handmade, homemade. The carrot cake is amazing.
We sampled
It
that
is
last
good.
week.
I got to sample. I'm not a carrot cake fan. Like I do not like carrot cake, but I've never had one that was homemade. That I could ever remember. And Tammy here was like, "You got to try my carrot cake."
Yes.
So she brought us a slice of her carrot cake, and oh
was
my
very
gosh,
good.
I was blown away.
It's not the average carrot cake.
Yeah, it is
No,
not
no.
it's not something you go get at Walmart. That's for sure.
No, it's not. And you also can share. So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a nice slice. And if you can't eat it all, we do have a little bit of to-go boxes. So you can take it home with you. If you can't even eat it, we have those. You can take it home. And her cookies are really good as well.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So you get that dessert wine.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have dessert wines as well.
Yeah.
We have a port. We also carry beer.
Yeah.
Because the average man does not like wine. As you said, you're not a wine person.
Yeah.
So a lot of the gentlemen will come in and have a glass of wine with their significant other, their date, or just a buddy. And then they will move on. We have some specialty drinks. And then we also have bourbon, and we have a whiskey. And they are localized areas. They're either from Kentucky or Tennessee. And then the beer is Common John's Brewery.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, out of Manchester.
Out of Manchester.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some of our wine, we have Hemisphere's wine, our name, and it is also made in Manchester at Beans Creek Winery.
Oh, fantastic. So that's pretty cool. Our surrounding areas, influencing Murfreesboro.
And that's what I
really
wanted.
awesome.
I shopped local. I decorated local. Several
Love
businesses in
it.
town.
Yeah.
Love it. We love that.
Several places were moving and wanting to get rid of some of their things, and I helped them out as well.
That's the biggest thing with being a small business in this town.
Yes.
Shop local, guys. I mean, that
Absolutely.
come support these restaurants and wine bars and your local businesses, because that's how we thrive here. That's the people. I always say, and I have a friend that always says, when you need somebody to support your baseball team or you're a basketball team or your football team, this the businesses here local that do that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Well, I have a question for you. Okay. So we talked about regular retail. What if a business wanted to have like an after-hour party for their staff or appreciation or a birthday party? Do you guys have that availability?
We do. We absolutely do. You can rent us out either on our days that we are closed, because we also have special events that we have going on either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. We've had several hosting mixers here as well. We just had one on Tuesday night, and they can even rent during our busy times. We can close as well. But they can make reservations too. If it's a smaller group, we can accommodate just as long as we know in advance. We save the tables, whether they're high top, the lounge area, or any of our tables, we can put them together.
Fantastic. That's amazing. Well, we really do appreciate you having us here. We love hosting our show in your location.
Yes.
We thank you so much for all the valuable information and telling us about your business. It's a
welcome.
Really cool concept.
Well, thank you. We wanted it to be. So it took a while to get here, but we were in the planning for about 3 years.
Well, all good things take time.
Yes, they do.
Yes. Well, thank you again, Lisa, for being here, talking to us about Hemisphere Wine Bar, obviously for hosting us. Now it's time for Purple Paws Pet of the Week. This week's Pet of the Week comes to us from Lighthouse Pet Rescue in Mount Juliet. Meet Shasta. Shasta is a sweet 2-year-old. She loves people and kids and wants to hug everyone. Not sure how they hug, but maybe just put their paws on your shoulders. She was one of the mama dogs with Lifehouse, and she gave birth back in September. All of her puppies have been weaned, and she's ready for her very own family. She's calm, house-trained, and loves to go on walks. Any family would be really lucky to have her.
Absolutely. If you think you might want to adopt Shasta, apply at lifehouse.petfinder.com. Find out more information in our links below if you'd like to adopt her.
All right, well, we have with us Melissa Cross. She's the Marketing and Development Director of Rutherford County Habitat for Humanity. I've known Melissa for a while, and I was really excited she was able to be a guest here today.
And it's great being here, and congratulations to you both, because this is a great show.
Thank you so much. Well, we appreciate you being here, and we're so excited to learn more about what you do and how you help support the community, because you're part of an organization that really does help support communities.
We do, and we are very excited. It's been a great year. We just had our 200th house dedication.
Oh, wow.
That's 200 houses in Rutherford County.
Congratulations.
And so we build in Rutherford County only.
Wow.
In Laverne and Smyrna, and mostly in Murfreesboro now, because we have Legacy Point in Murfreesboro.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, tell us, what is Habitat for Humanity? Some people may not know. Some people have heard of the organization, but they don't know what you do.
Right. Well, we provide affordable housing. And so a lot of people think, well, that's just for, people who are buying homes, and it is. But our Habitat families are buying their home through Habitat with an affordable mortgage. So they are people who make 40 to 80% of the area median income. They would not normally be able to get a mortgage.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're out there paying rent that takes 50% or more of their monthly income. So they're spending a tremendous amount on rent, and obviously rental prices are going up and up and up. They're now at about $2,000 for a 2-bedroom house in the Murfreesboro area.
Wow.
So we provide a program so that they can buy a home with an affordable mortgage, and their monthly mortgage costs are about 30% of their monthly income.
It gives them pride of ownership, too.
Oh, the impact on home ownership, we all know, those of us who have homes. You just take great pride in your community, get to know your neighbors, get more involved in things. Kids do better in school.
Oh, wow.
Better attendance, better health, because a lot of people who are living in rental properties, there may be some issues with the properties. Air, sometimes mold, those kind of things. So they get into a brand new home that is energy efficient, and also just very good for the family.
Yeah, that's amazing, and that's something I get passionate about. It fires me up when I see people that are having to pay for 2-bedroom apartment $1,900 a month, or they go try to rent a home for their family, maybe a 3-4 bedroom home, and they're paying $2,500 a month, and it's like you're almost throwing that money away when you could be putting it into your own property and your own home and helping your family, and then you have equity, and it's an investment.
You're building wealth equity. You're building a future for your family, and most of our families, they have not owned a home. They don't have that kind of investment in the community. They often have to move quite often because, rental properties come and go.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just can't find affordable rent.
I see that a lot. If you see Facebook and you're on any of the community pages, groups that are on there, see people all the time that are either moving here or they've been in a situation where they've been put out of their, like, for whatever reason, they're selling the home or whatever reason, they're trying to find, and they can't find anything, and they're trying to make it work in their budget, and you see people comment and go, good luck.
They move often, and of course that has a big impact on the kids.
Right.
They have to change schools. Sometimes they don't know their neighbors. They don't know the kids around them. I mean, it's just an important thing to have a stable environment and a stable home.
Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Well, so we're talking about the homes, and we want to talk about Jimmy Carter a little bit, but really quick first, how can people get involved?
There's so many ways that people can get involved. Of course, we have our Habitat Restore.
Yes.
And you can come shop at the Restore. We have great items. I mean, wonderful furniture for, next to nothing. We have building materials and lighting and flooring, and it changes every day. Yesterday I saw a Whirlpool tub that we had for $200.
Wow.
That's almost brand new.
That's
so
unheard
you
of.
never know what's going to be in the Restore. So they can shop at the Restore. They can donate their household goods to the Restore.
Yeah.
If you're redecorating or downsizing. And then we have great events. One of Rachel's favorite, Cooking to Build, is in November, the first weekend in November. Her birthday week.
My birthday week, and every year that I've gone and made my own bowl, painted my own bowl, and I do a different farm animal in the bottom. So I'm working on a set.
Yes, a lot of people have sets of that, and this is our 17th year. So they have 17 bowls that or more because they get their kids to do bowls too. So people collect the bowls, and that is in November. We have Hammer Down for Habitat in September 20th. It's a car and motorcycle poker run.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can have any kind of car or motorcycle, new or vintage or classic, and you go on a 100-mile run around the county, actually dipping into Williamson County and some of the others, but 100 miles, and then come back and have a wonderful food event with prizes. So that's just fun for everybody.
Yes.
Come out and even see the motorcycles and cars.
Well, you said something about Jimmy Carter.
Yes.
So you got you struck an interest with me for sure.
Well, of course, we love Jimmy Carter, and he was such a great supporter of Habitat for Humanity. He was not the founder, but he got involved very early on, and he started the Carter Work Projects. So they went to different cities. In 2019, it was Nashville. But of course, we celebrate his life, and we wanted to do some tributes. So they did have in Nashville, they had a card that people could come in and sign, and we're going to do the same thing here in Murfreesboro.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's so fun to find out all the different things that come into Murfreesboro that bleed over from Nashville, because our neighbor next door, tons of celebrities, presidents. It's a big community, and a lot of that stuff just bleeds over into Murfreesboro, and people don't even realize like who's involved around here and how that bleeds into our community.
Right.
Yeah.
And one other thing that we have is we have our first golf event, and that will be in April.
Oh,
So that will be many different things. You can have teams, golf teams. You can be a whole sponsor.
Sign me up. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody said you have to do golf.
Have to do golf.
Have to do golf. You guys have build days as well, right? Where businesses will come in and they'll build how much stuff?
Well, I mean, we're always building, and we have Legacy Point, which is 18 acres. We now have 38 homes there.
Wow.
We will eventually have 76 homes.
Wow.
But we have a lot of corporate sponsors and groups, lots of churches.
Yeah.
First Baptist Church has been a sponsor, and many churches and groups that come in, and so we can have build days. You can have your company come in and everybody gets together and works on a habitat house. And there's just great bonding.
That sounds like a good team building for sure.
Yes, it is a good team building.
All right.
And we will get you guys out there to
Hey, I can swing a hammer, let me tell you. I love to build stuff. My wife is like, stop doing projects.
Well, we thank you so much, Melissa. It's always good to see you.
Yeah.
I hope that we're able to help Habitat.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate it.
And good luck with the show. It's just wonderful. I will pass it on to everybody.
Please do. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, stop. Don't scroll just yet. We'll have Good Morning Trivia right after this message. All right, and we're back, and it is time for Good Morning Trivia, everybody. And we got to do a little business first because we had our question from last week. Our question last week was, in what year did Tennessee achieve statehood? And do you know this answer, Rachel?
Well, I do because I've been told by you guys. It was admitted to the Union on June 1st, 1796, and it was the 16th state.
That's really cool. You know, I love history. Like, I'm a history buff. I love it. And our winner this week was Lisa Johnson. She gets a $25 gift card to any Oscar Taco in town. Yeah, absolutely. Well, this week's prize will actually be a session to the Salt Cave. We've done that before, and it is amazing. We love it. And this week is brought to you by Christy Daniel from the Dutton Real Estate Group. And the question this week is, what road is the Middle of Tennessee Monument, or the geographical center of Tennessee? What road is that located on? So make sure that when we make a post later, you find that post and you go comment on that and tell us that. A little harder this week for people.
Yes. And so we want you to comment on the trivia post, not necessarily this video. So we'll post that, you guys scroll through, you find it, and then we will pick another winner at random.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's it for this week's show. Thank you so much for joining us. We're glad for all the people that are still on there watching, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for sticking around. We have more stuff coming up next week, so we look forward to that. And we have to thank our sponsors again.
For sure.
We have Sphere Overhead Doors,
Titan Media Works,
Info Social Media,
615 Insurance,
Achieve Entrepreneur Center,
and of course, the Murfreesboro Pulse.
Man, also, always go back and watch our replays, guys. We have more episodes you can go back and watch and learn fun facts. We had Kelly Bean last week, and then we had Mr. Murfreesboro on one episode. Go hunt for him. Find out different things that we talk to people about and learn about your community.
Even if the events are past, we have our guests, which provide a lot of really good information. So, and if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.
Yeah, and same on Facebook here. Make sure you're sharing with your friends because we want other people in the community to hear about Good Morning Murfreesboro.
Yes. Well, thank you to all of our staff that works hard to make sure that we are looking nice and there's the lighting and all the production on the backside.
Yeah, we could not do it without them. And then we also have the Hemisphere Wine Bar we have to thank for letting us be here and host our show here.
Yes.
Yeah, and from all of us here at Good Morning Murfreesboro, we wish you a great weekend.
See you next week.